Coming up on Cabarrus This Week, we'll show you how words on a page helped get food to those who need it. Plus, we have an update on the progress of the construction at the new courthouse. And finally, there's a big upgrade in the works for Mount Pleasant. That's all right now on Cabarrus This Week. Welcome to Cabarrus This Week. I'm Jarrett Glass, and we're here outside the Concord branch of the Cabarrus County Public Library, which was victorious in the recent month-long Pages For Pantries reading challenge. The challenge pitted branches against each other in a fun competition, but it ultimately helped nourish minds and bodies across the county. We tagged along as the winning reader joined library staff and members of the Cabarrus Literacy Council to present a $2,500 check to the Cupboard of Love Food Pantry, which is located at Westford United Methodist Church on Highway 49. The occasion was also a chance to celebrate the life of a longtime literacy champion, Mary Irvin, whose work inspired the Pages For Pantries challenge.
Mom had a passion for reading. She and her twin sister, Jane, my Aunt Jane, both of them just always would instill upon their children, including me, that in life we have ups and downs. And particularly in those down times, you can get lost in that book. That book can bring hope, can bring a healthy escape.
We are here at the Cupboard of Love Food Pantry in Concord because the Concord Library was the final winner for the Pages For Pantries challenge. We wanted to give back to the community. We came up with a reading challenge between our 5 library branches, and the winner of the reading challenge would win a $2,500 donation to give to their local food pantry. And the $2,500 came from donations from Mary Ann's family and friends.
They come up, we get the information, and we give them a box, and if they need something special, they tell us what they need, and we get it. It's gonna really go a long way.
I participated. I was reading on behalf of the Concord Library, which is my home library. I'm in a book club there called Delve Into Books, the Dibs Club, which I love very much.
I personally logged 62 hours and 11 minutes in the challenge. It brought the community together for us to try to make a difference where some people monetarily can't, but pull up that app, go online, put in that you read. Those minutes added up to a pantry benefiting from the community working together.
Miss Irvin was absolutely dedicated to our community. She was very involved up until very recently when she had some health challenges in Literacy Council and tutoring other people to learn how to read.
This was probably the most special way to honor her memory. She would be overwhelmed.
If you'd like to get involved in the library's summer reading campaign, you can register by downloading the Beanstack app, or you can also access it via a web browser at cabarruscounty.beanstack.org. There's something else that's been stacking up in downtown Concord. The Cabarrus County Courthouse continues to rise and expand, and we checked in with Messer Construction's Jason Harris to find out what's new and what's to come.
Over the last couple of months, we've really started to take the work vertical. So we've got about 3/4 of the steel of the building is now up, less the roof structure, and we're moving towards elevated slab pours. We've poured out the first floor, and we're moving on to pour the second floor under prep right now. Up next, we'll be infilling the section you see right behind us with steel up to the 4th floor. We'll start on the roof and bring the roof structure around, and then we're going to continue up with the slab pours, and ultimately that releases all of our interior work to proceed starting in the basement here in about a month. A little over a week or so ago, we brought a host of folks from the county's team as well as the sheriff's department's team to walk through the space that ultimately they're going to be housed in here in the future. It was exciting to walk them through the space that's ultimately going to be theirs and show them what the progress has been from the below grade sense that you really can't see from across the street. All the work that we've been doing over the last 6 months that you physically can't see unless you walk the site. So it was cool to see the look on their faces, to see all of the work that's going in, and ultimately have some discussions about what's coming next for us. So very exciting time. Next, for residents here in Cabarrus County and in Concord specifically, we're going to be continuing our storm work and infrastructure work around the Corbin Avenue and the church side of our site. So that work is going to proceed to tie in the storm and other infrastructure that we'll need. So we're going to continue with some intermittent road closures to facilitate that work, and we hope everybody will be patient as we move forward with that.
Thanks, Jason. And speaking of the courthouse, we're excited about the special celebration coming up, and you're all invited. We're staging a 2-day event to celebrate a monumental step in the construction project. The celebration begins on Tuesday, July 6th from 2 to 4 p.m. on the steps outside the Cabarrus County Governmental Center. Community members are invited to drop by and sign the final steel beam while enjoying games, music, and a cold treat. The following day, Wednesday, July 7th at 10 a.m., you can join project team members and community leaders for a short ceremony to watch the beam be placed within the structure. We hope to see you there. Now, during the June County Commissioner meeting, the commissioners voted to move forward with a plan to purchase land to relocate some ball fields with the possibility of adding new county facilities to replace the library and senior center in Mount Pleasant. Here's County Manager Mike Downs with more information.
We talked to you in your work session about securing property in the town of Mount Pleasant. It is located at, it's a portion of 1150 B Street. And for the construction of a new park, or actually for the relocation of the ball fields that are behind the Mount Pleasant Middle School. In addition to that, we hope to add potentially a library / senior center. So this will allow us to potentially, if everything works out, to relocate the existing Mount Pleasant library to this site and provide a larger space for the library, and then also relocate the senior center in Mount Pleasant, which is adjacent to Town Hall. And so we would have a combined library senior center on the property, 3 baseball fields, and 2 multi-purpose fields for soccer, football, whatever that they choose to do, picnic shelter, and the associated parking to go with them. It's completely lined on the perimeter by trees. It's a beautiful piece of property and a perfect location to provide these amenities for the town of Mount Pleasant. We think it is somewhere between 27 acres and 30 acres.
Certainly, we've talked about the very tight area that the current ball fields are on, and so this is a wonderful opportunity to correct some of those issues and offer some additional opportunities.
And just the reason why we're looking to relocate the library is because it's very small, and it has maxed out its capacity. And that library, while it is small and it is in the town of Mount Pleasant, that entire community in the unincorporated areas of the northeast part of the county uses that, so it's been full.
I, for one, am so glad to see this take place for the citizens of Mount Pleasant, for the friends of the Mount Pleasant Library, all those that work so hard to get a better facility for their people. And Mike, I appreciate you and whoever helped you be persistent and diligent to help find some property that would be suitable, and I think that's a prime piece of property. We'll have it all right there together, and I think it'll work out really good. So I'm just real happy that we could get this worked out.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. That motion passes.
You can watch Commissioner meetings live or in person. They're held on the first and third Monday of each month at the Governmental Center in Downtown Concord. We also live stream on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Cabarrus County, so make sure to subscribe to be notified when we do go live. And that's our show for this week. Thanks to our guests, and thank you for joining us. You can check out more stories and updates by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram @Cabarrus County, or subscribing to our weekly newsletter. Just go to cabarruscounty.us and type in newsletter to the search bar. And remember, you can watch all our other programming such as Pam's Kitchen, Historical Moments, and more at youtube.com/Cabarrus County. Make sure you like and subscribe to get all of our updates. Thanks for watching Cabarrus This Week, and we'll see you next time.